Nobody talks about being a night owl parent with kids who are early risers, and I mean 5 a.m. early risers. Y'all, the teacher is tired. The mom is tired. I am just like, I feel like my brain is swimming through mush, and on days where I feel just like super tired, I know I'm like not with it, and I have to like work 10 times harder on my patience. So let's get through a day of homeschooling. Let's try to have fun. I'm also trying to like move my body more and just be more active. So let's just figure this out. But first, we are setting our goals for the day. Okay, so this planner was intended to be like my content planner, so I can just like plan things out for work. And it started out really strong, and then we lost momentum. Here, we lost momentum a little. We will get momentum back, but I have been writing my goals in it, and so I feel like that's just been so helpful. So we're doing that. I cannot recommend it enough. Just setting 3 goals for yourself a day: 1 for your house, 1 for your kids, and 1 for you. And it is just transformative. It has made like homemaking and being a parent just feel so much better. And I just, every time I like get to cross off a goal, it just gives you a sense of accomplishment, which as a stay-at-home mom, you know, like sometimes you just need that like, oh, okay, I did it. I got it. I'm on top of things. I don't always feel that way. Okay, so these are my goals for the day. I have this cleaning planner, and I took Tuesday and Wednesday off because I was like a robot at that point. So today we are just going to clean the floors and dust because it's a dining room cleaning day, and I have already done the homeschool area, which was like the biggest part of my dining room. So I just have to wipe down the tables, which won't take me very long. So today's a floor mopping day because it needs it. For the kids, my goal for them is just get us outside and me to move my body for 30 minutes. So I like that because those two can coincide, which when you're doing like workout and stuff as a mom, finding ways to like also include your kids makes it so much easier, I find. This is what motherhood sounds like in a nutshell. Just constant chaos. Remember when I said dining room cleaning wouldn't take long? This is my table. It's like the catch-all table. Everyone else have this kind of table? Don't mind the chaos. That is this room in our actual house. I have shelving in our basement for all of these bins. But since we're in a rental while our house is being repaired, they're just living in this one room. But I was gonna say, one of my favorite things I use as like a homeschool parent is this laminator that I got for legitimately $20. I think it was like $23 on Amazon a couple of years ago. And I use it all of the time. Like if I'm making memory cards like this, like memory games, and my 3-year-old is going to interact with it, I will cut it, and then it just makes it sturdier. But also you can create worksheets and things that are reusable. So like you just write on them with dry erase marker, and then you can erase them all the time. So if you're like, oh, what's like a random homeschooling thing or just like mom thing that you never thought you needed? A laminator. Or you can get the laminating pouches as well, but I just thought $20 for a laminator and it works. Okay, I'm really big on like learning through play, and I kind of wanted to show you what that looked like. So for my preschooler, I made her these like shape cards in the shape of bees because we're doing a flower unit. I still need to cut these out, and so she can play a matching game with them, and as she uncovers it, we'll be like, oh, you found the bee star. And then here I just have these little insects, and I'm going to cover it with this green sheet of paper, and then she's going to cut the grass and reveal the insects. So it's just really good fine motor skill work. And then I also have these little flowers right here, and this is how you can work on counting. So I have these little like cubes right here, building cubes, and so she can use them to add the stems, the right amount of cube stems to her little flowers. And we would do this together because she's 3, so it's not an independent skill yet. But then sitting at the table and doing work like this lets them then sit at the table and do homeschool work with real curriculum and worksheets. So this is how you build like the table skills, is getting them to sit and be doing activities like this where it's interactive and fun, and then eventually they'll carry that skill on and be able to sit for longer periods of times and do things like worksheets and other things like that. But that's also why I love curriculums like Math with Confidence and Logic of English, because they incorporate a lot of movement and games in learning. So even when your learner is in 1st grade, they're still playing, because that is the best way. It is shown in so many studies that the best way kids learn is through play. So I kind of love curriculums that incorporate that, and that's why every other Friday or on Fridays I try to do like board games and things like that. I try to incorporate that into our curriculum, just so we're learning and having fun through games and things like that. And it helps those skills kind of just like set in, and it makes them excited to learn. And that is the whole point of school, is to be excited to sit and learn at the table and to want to keep learning. So once you build that love of learning, then it's so much easier. Let's do some school time.
Okay.
Okay, so we are doing math first.
Okay. Math. What is it? And these what is that for me?
Yeah, this is for you. This is a matching game. Do you want to do a matching game, or do you want to do flower counting, or do you want to do cutting?
I do this.
Matching game? Okay, so this is shape matching, okay?
Okay.
So we have to put all of your cards, okay, yeah, categories. So you read that, and I'll grab you a pencil, and then we'll start with math, okay?
The green chair is green. I like that one.
All right, so we are going to practice looking for the things that are the same and different in all of these, okay?
Diamond.
Diamond, you found 2 diamonds. Look how many you're finding.
Heart. Oh, yes. Heart.
So which one is the longest flower?
Longest.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm cutting the grass.
You doing it.
I
You did. All the shapes on the left. Okay, there you go. That's one way to do it. Okay, perfect.
Boring.
You're bored?
I'm bored.
You don't have to sit here. If you're all done, you can get down.
Have 4 sides.
Do you need help getting the bin? It's in your way.
Can you watch me?
I can be in the same room as you, but I'm also doing school with brother, okay? I'm right here.
This little sign up here is
Oi that cannot be used at the end of English words. OI, perfect. You picked up that faster than I did. Great job. Yes, 6 and 8 dots. Math's done. Let's do, and handwriting's done. You did handwriting for today, so let's do reading. Want blocks, babe?
yeah.
Okay.
Box. That's a box.
All right, there you go. All right, let's see what we got. Sometimes we have homeschooling days where nobody is in sync and it's just kind of chaos, and we need more brain breaks. So here is what our brain break looks like when you have the wiggles and you can't sit still. Let me show you. Do you feel calmer?
No.
Not yet? Enjoy. This is our brain break for when we have the wiggles and the giggles. We're meeting at the table with table energy. Okay, spell how, So let me see. How, Perfect. All right, here is our read aloud for today. Let's read Mr. Ratnip's.
Well, not so sweet dreams, I whispered to each and every one.
Okay, tell me what the main goal of this chapter was.
They decided they should make pizza.
They should make pizza.
All
right, let's do social studies. So we're gonna finish this up. So you go ahead and you read the first page of chapter 7.
Aztec, and Inca today.
We're taking another brain break. It's just one of those days. And I feel like it's like kind of funny because as a parent, like a mom, you try to like plan out your day, you try to plan out how it's gonna look, you set your goals, and then everything kind of gets like sidetracked, and you're just kind of reminded that like it's not just you, it's everyone else and everyone else's emotions and everyone else's timeline and schedule. So I think that's probably one of the hardest things about motherhood that not a lot of people talk about, is like your time is not your own, your goals are not your own. It's kind of dependent on other people and like things vibing and things going on track. And as someone who is very like type A and wants things to look a certain way, I'm realizing that in motherhood you have to really try and give that up. It just never goes according to plan. And so I'm learning to try and let go of my plans and just take things as they come. It's definitely a work in progress. One thing that I've learned through homeschooling is that there's a time to power through lessons, and then there are times where you just take a break and you pick it up later. And today is one of those take a break and pick it up later. So we're making lunch. Everyone could use some food right now.
How did that do?
this is just sauce. I'm gonna make it for you. I'm gonna make you pizza. This is one of my favorite go-to lunches, is like non-pita tortilla sauce. Any kind of jarred sauce will work, even like tomato paste. You want an apple? Sure. Tomato paste mixed with a little bit of water, and then grate cheese on top, and it's a simple pizza. And then you add fruits, vegetables, things like that, and it's a nice little lunch. Okay, and this is what they look like before they go in. And then I just leave them in until like the cheese melts for just a couple minutes. They are cheesy, delicious little pizzas, and my kids love them. It's such an easy lunch. It's honestly my go-to sometimes. This is such a massive strawberry. Like I just can't. The things that I'm finding amusing today are ridiculous. Like should I just serve it like that? This is how you put lunch on the table in like 15 minutes or less. It's a win. It's always a win. Let's finish this up, okay?
Okay, Mom.
And then we're all done school for today, and we have tomorrow off.
That's exactly the same amount of steps there are on this whole entire pyramid.
Remember what an accent in music is?
It was like stronger.
Yeah.
Everybody, and welcome to Music with Meg, the articulation of a note.
I think we are all done. High five. Good work today, bud. We got it done. Okay, I just got this package and I wanted to show it to you. It's developed by a pediatric occupational therapist, and she created these pre-writing magnets. And basically what it does is help kids do pre-writing strokes, so it works on their fine motor skills before that they can write. So you can do it on a refrigerator, anywhere, like a dry erase board. And so for this, they would draw the stem, which is a line down. And so developing these fine motor work, so this one they would develop a line down, or they could even trace the curves around the lollipop. For this, you would do a circle on top for the ice cream cone. So all of this helps kids develop pre-writing skills in a really fun way. I love this. I love things like this. This is what I'm talking about, learning through play. This is one of the best examples. So she kind of gives you like a list and a rundown. So if you get the magnets, you kind of know what to do. But this is what they should be doing developmentally at each age, so that they can eventually move on to handwriting. Especially if you have handwriting without tears, they teach you that handwriting is basically lines and curves. So you want them to develop that skill. So this is just a really fun way. Let me find the cart one because that's the cutest. So you could put this on any magnet, especially if you have like a magnetic wall. I really want to get one. So I think once we get back into our house, we can do that. But so kids are able to just draw the circles, and then it's just like really fun. And then you can even color on these magnets and they erase. So the whole thing is interactive, which I really love. Anyways, I just wanted to share that because I get really excited when things like that exist. And with the magnets, if you do it on the fridge or like an easel, you're working a vertical surface, which is super great for kids because it helps to like have proper wrist formation and also helps build those muscles. And that's why a lot of the times they say like don't even push writing first without doing all the pre-writing skills, because you want to form and build those muscles in their little hands before they should even pick up a pencil and write. So that's kind of like my homeschooling parenting philosophy, is learning through play and building all those foundational skills first before we rush into anything else. I just find that slow and steady, especially with like kids and parenting and everything, like truly does win the race. My number one hack to getting things done as a parent is to find moments when they're playing independently and then seeing how much you can get done in those moments. Sometimes it's a lot, sometimes it's not so much. Seeing this water is always so humbling. Like, what were we doing that it was this dirty? Okay, we took a little break to watch a show because it's been a day. It's been a day. And now Dad is home, so we're gonna go on a quick walk before we make dinner. This is like my mom workout hack, is whenever I take the kids for a walk or just we're going outside for a while, I put on a weighted vest. This is like, I think, a 16-pound weighted vest. And then I go and take my walks with this, and it is a very brutally effective workout, and I love it. Just always with a book. Multiple books. This is like my ideal activity. This weather is just getting me so excited because it just means that spring is finally here, and I'm just excited to kind of make this part of my routine. I've been trying to find ways to incorporate working out and getting more movement, so I feel like this is something that I can actually do, is I can just wear a weighted vest and take the kids for like a couple miles of a walk. So this is getting me into such a better headspace, which is just all I needed. I just feel so grateful that this weather is de-thawing. We're back from the walk. We went for 1.5 miles, which was amazing. Now Dad and I are gonna cook dinner. We're making like a chicken ramen noodle stir fry. It's supposed to be fast and easy, so fingers crossed that it is. And the kids are on the back deck playing with bubble wands. Dad and I try to cook dinner together as much as we can whenever the kids let us, so it's kind of like our little moment just to ourselves. And it's very nice. It's good for your marriage to cook together, spend time together, especially because at bedtime we just like fall asleep. The cooking date was short-lived. It was the shortest cooking date of all time. I think it lasted 3 whole minutes.
Got it. Good job.
Anytime there's multiple pots, it's not quick or easy. This has been, what if it's not even good? I said, what if it's not even good? This dinner is neither quick nor easy. Look at this. This is chaos. Chaos. Bloggers are lying to us. Okay, this is the finished product. Kids are not gonna eat it. We're going into rescue mode because it's not that good.
Funny, this bonchon sauce is magical.
Okay, let's hope it can revive this, because right now it's just meh. I'd give this like a 3 out of 10.
It's a good concept, it just doesn't have enough flavor.
It just tastes like salt. I feel like for running on 5.5 hours of sleep almost like every day this week, today was oddly productive. It started out a little rough and rocky, but I feel like it shaped up nice. It always shapes up to be better when Dad gets home. I feel like when you have like your other like teammate or your partner, it just, the things don't feel as rough. Like the tantrums don't feel as bad. You're like, you got someone else to like navigate it with you. So I'm ending the vlog here, and a lot of the time I get questions about like, how do I make time for work? How do I make time for my stuff? And I have so much help from my husband. For example, our night routine kind of looks like after dinner, I come upstairs and I work. So I'll edit the vlog. I will edit like any other social media videos that I'm doing, any like Substack posts, things like that. And he handles all the bedtimes and like baths, stuff like that. He does all of the bedtime routines for both kids. And just like having that time designated for me to get work done is just so nice. And it just lets me turn off my brain. And of course, if I don't have work or something, I will pitch in and help as well. And he also does a lot of the middle of the night wake ups just so I can get a little bit more sleep. So I'm very lucky. I have a very hands-on partner who helps me like so much. And then he works out of the office. He works out of the house 5 days a week now. So that's been a little bit of a transition. He used to work from home twice a week, but now he has to go back to the office full time. So we've been transitioning to that. And so I think that's been like the rough transition, is just like handling all of it myself all day from 5 a.m. on. But eventually my kids will want to wake up at like 7 or 8 a.m. or that's what I keep telling myself, is like one day they will want to sleep in, and I can't wait for that day. But anyways, I am ending the vlog here. I hope you enjoy it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.